welcome back or welcome. My name is Nick, and if you have any pain with your feet or your toes or anything kind of knee down, stick with me for 7 minutes, follow as I do it mindfully and intentionally, and you will feel better. Don't be lazy, it's just 7 minutes. Let's start. I've already set my timer. So I'm sitting, right, on my heels. My toes are all untucked, they're pointing away from me. My knees are kind of parallel with my hips. I'm just sitting on my heels. I'm gonna rock my hips from side to side. Should feel pretty uncomfortable. Slow down your breathing. Make sure it's recording this time. Fantastic. I've done it a couple of times where I'll start yapping and having a yarn and doing some stretches. I'm like, all right guys, see you tomorrow. Nah, gotta do the video again. Oh, sitting on those heels. Breathing deep. Don't breathe into the shoulders and into the chest. Breathing into the stomach and into your rib cage. Now we'll do the same thing, but with the toes kind of tucked in. Oh, I'm gonna sit back. Lift this up a little. Same thing, rock from side to side, and mostly just sit in the middle for this one. And I'm kind of trying to screw my feet into it, so my big toes are pulling away from the foot a little bit. These are fantastic if you're getting bunions, which is pretty common. I have a few friends that have bunions. I'm not naming any names. You know who you are. And it's painful. I've played soccer for most of my younger days, and they're all wearing like tight boots. The tighter the better, essentially it was. And that wrecks your feet, especially ladies wearing heels and ballet shoes and flats and stuff. You want a shoe that has a wide toe box. The whole barefoot movement is kind of fantastic, although you do need to start it slowly. Let's start with some downward dog. Right, I'm focusing on the feet and the lower body. Still big breathing. Spend a little bit of time on one foot if you need, kind of bouncing through it and stretching. Feel that blood rush to your head a bit. Let's play the grateful game. 3 things I'm grateful for. I'm grateful that I can share this experience with a bunch of people all at the same time. Even if one person finds this beneficial, it's a win. And if no one watches or if no one finds it beneficial, then I find it beneficial. So either way, it's a win for me. I filled up my car with petrol today. I'm grateful for that. That I have a car and I have enough money where I can fill it up with petrol and not have to think and worry about it. Because there were days where I'd pour like $10, $15, and that would be enough. That's kind of all I had at the time. Oh, good. Now we'll get into like a half lunge position in here. But the goal is not the hips, the goal is the ankle. So I'm making sure my toes are spread. I'm trying to force my knee over my toes, keeping my heel down. Trying to put all my weight, all 90 kilos. No, I lied. I'm sitting at about 85 today. I've dropped a couple of kgs in the last couple of weeks. I've been on a mission to fix my sleep, or improve my sleep, I should say. My sleep is pretty good. I've never really suffered with sleep. have good karma points and a clean conscience, which helps. But I used to eat too late at night. And I never really thought anything to it. I just thought, fuck it. If I gotta eat, I gotta eat. I'm hungry. And thanks to Chris Mayer, thanks buddy, he challenged me to have my last meal at 3 p.m, which is absolutely ludicrous. Like my thought process is always like, how am I going to get my calories in? I struggle keeping weight. That probably doesn't resonate with most people, but I move a lot. Like I don't really sit much throughout the day. So I had my last meal today at 5 o'clock. And it was some chicken breast, marinated and cooked with just basic dry rubs and herbs. With some broccolini and carrots sauteed with some garlic and onion powder incorporated into that, and then some jasmine rice that I cooked in beef bone broth. And it was delicious, but I ate that at maybe 5 o'clock. And I'll have a bone broth tea with some honey later. Bone broth is just super high in micronutrients. Again, if you haven't heard it before, I think it was Tyler or Taylor Minton, could be wrong, but some genius came up with it. Calories determine your weight. The more calories you eat, if you don't spend it, you put on more weight, and the less calories you consume, you lose weight. Macronutrients determine how you feel. If you eat high protein and lower fat and lower carbs, then you tend to look better and put on muscle. Carbs are not the enemy. Carbs are fantastic, especially for performance. But I like to consider most people have to earn their carbs. As in, if you're not training a lot, you can afford to lower your carbohydrate intake a little bit. And then micronutrients determine how you feel, which is fantastic. You need all the little micronutrients that are very present and abundant in whole foods. Dark leafy greens, your meat. That's it. If you watch the video, especially through the whole thing, I appreciate you. I feel like I have a bunch of boogers. Really sticky snots in my mustache. I appreciate you. Have a beautiful night.